Hello and thanks for stopping by. This is the Cousins Lifestyle Channel. My name is Sandy, and in today's video, I am going to be sharing what's going on in my office. Several months ago, I shared that I was kind of repurposing this space because I really didn't have a need for a traditional home office anymore, and the room was not being utilized. So I decided to kind of repurpose the space and make it a space that I can love and use again on a regular basis. And so I shared what I had done, but I've had to go back and kind of rethink some things, rethink the direction of things. So I'm going to share today kind of what's been going on in this space. So if you'd like to see, keep on watching.
So this was my starting point. This is what my office looked like. I loved it. But over time, because I do not work, I'm actually retired, I was no longer using this room and it was just sitting there with nothing going on. So I decided to create a space that I could come in to just relax or to create and do things like painting or do my puzzles, watch TV, lounge, whatever. So I bought this pretty futon from Amazon. I got this nice animal print rug, which I love, and I got my wall painted green to create a nice little vibe. Well, that was good until it wasn't. That sofa was not comfortable whatsoever, and so I found that I was no longer using the room again because it was so uncomfortable. I would come up here and sit and just be sore when I left.
So here we are back on the floor again. Yeah, that just did not work out for me. So we are back on the hunt. And I'm going to spare you the details because one thing that I've learned through this whole process is I'm very indecisive when it comes to making larger purchases. Like I really, it takes me a long time sometimes to figure things out. Obviously not long enough with that, but nevertheless, I digress. This time I'm really taking my time and looking at a lot of sofas, sitting on a lot of sofas, laying on a lot of sofas, so that I know that I am going to make the right decision.
Now, if you're wondering, girl, what happened to the futon? Well, I put it on Facebook Marketplace, which is my go-to place to get rid of things to try to recoup some of my money. And so that's what I did. And someone came and bought it. They loved it. And so I was able to recoup some money to purchase my dream sofa. So as you can see here, the sofa is being delivered. I have actually found one, and it is all in place, and it is working out wonderfully for me so far.
All right, so a lot of time has passed since the yellow futon arrived, and I have been out and about. I've been everywhere looking for that perfect sofa, and I found it. Now there's some things about this sofa that weren't my preferred, but the number one thing that I wanted was comfort. I wanted it to be long enough so that I can lay on it and relax and, you know, take my little mid-afternoon naps, all of the things. I can do all of that. I've had it now for, I don't know, coming up on a month, and it has been tested, and it is the real deal. Love it so, so much. I picked it up from Ashley Furniture, and I got an excellent deal on it. Yeah, just a really good deal on it. So I was happy about that, and it worked out. The problem is that it is white. Not my preferred color for, you know, lounging and that type of thing. But as soon as it arrived, and I know I could have paid for the store to do this, but I didn't want to do that because I could do it myself. So I got some Scotch Guard and I just sprayed it when I received it. And I've been using like bedding on it, so sheets and blankets on it to cover it up. I found a sofa cover. It hasn't come yet. I found that at Wayfair. So when that comes, I'll be using that. But anyway, now I can go ahead and style everything because this is the sofa. Even though it had, I've had it for a month, I never took the warranty information off of here. I wanted to make sure I tested it out thoroughly. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that off.
I was not real happy that the color that I found was a neutral color. That is my vibe. I love neutral colors, don't get me wrong, but I kind of wanted to step out of my comfort zone a little bit for this space. I wanted to have a fun, colorful space up here to come to just chill and just kind of shut out the world, if you will. This is a space here that I do not watch any news. I am a huge consumer of the news. I'm always tapped in and kind of know what's going on in the world, but I found that that's not good for my mental space. And so I needed a space in my home where I can be very conscious and aware of that. And so no news can be consumed in this room. It is truly a place to come in here and just relax and, do some of the relaxing activities that I like to do and catch up on some YouTube.
Now, some pillows came with the sofa. I should have mentioned that. Um, but I don't think I'm going to use either of them on the sofa. I'm actually going to take the cover off of these and put them on my bed. They're like 20 by 20, and it was four of them that came with it. So I think I'm going to put three of them on my bed. I have a king size bed, so that should fit nicely. So I'm just going to get some pillow shams, Euro shams, or whatever to go in these. These are really nice down feel. They feel like feather pillows, so they should do really nicely on a bed. So we're going to take this cover off. It does have a zipper somewhere on there. I saw a zipper. Yeah, here we are. And yeah, they're nice inserts. They're really nice. So we'll definitely be repurposing those, and I'll put the pillow covers aside just in case down the road I sell the sofa. I can always put it back together.
Although this is not what I set out for, as it relates to the color of the sofa, it works out because I can always change the look of this room now by adding some different color covers or whatever on here. And, a pillow cover change is very inexpensive. And so I could change the color if I want to add in yellow down the road or whatever color I may be into at that time. It's very, very inexpensive to change that out. So that's a good thing. So sometimes things kind of happen for a reason. So I'm glad about that. But for right now, I'm going with this green, black, and cream color. I've got this throw here that I already had in my house. The beauty of this is that most of the things that are in this room are things that were either already here or that I've had in other places of my home, with the exception of the sofa, of course, and the rug. Everything else is pretty much things that I've recycled from other places of the home here or moved around or whatever. I do want to start to collect more artwork for the wall. I think I want to build out this room with more art. These shelves are kind of awkward. They were left over from when I had this as an office, but I decided to keep them at least for now. And so I have like some album covers. I have my CD that my cousin made, Fabian Lance, if you're not familiar. I've got my plant here. This is a new plant here that I just got. It's a hurricane plant of some sort, but I love it. And I got this pretty vase to put it in, which I thought was really nice. That frame there doesn't have anything in it, but I've been doing some purging around my house. And when I was purging, I found that. So I just decided to set that up there. And I bought this ottoman here. This is the ottoman that I had down in my living room. And I decided to just bring that up here because I definitely needed something to elevate my feet, and I'll worry about getting a new ottoman for downstairs later. This console here used to be white, and I just painted it and added a little fireplace insert in the middle part there. The TV, I'm eventually going to get a new TV and get it mounted, and so I think I'm going to just hold off on getting some artwork put up above the TV. I got this candle here, which I love. It's a sand and fog candle, and it's in the ocean mist scent. Smells amazing, and it's huge. This is a big candle. I got it for 19.99 at Costco on a recent visit there. And so I like to come in here and burn my candle. I got this new coloring book here that says New Mercies I See. I got that from Ross. I think it was 3.99. I also got a little journal here, a prayer journal, and I have my puzzles there. I have my other journals there. And so this is kind of a space that I can just come in and relax, which is exactly what I needed it to do for me. It is by nowhere near finished. These are pretty much things that I've recycled from other parts of my home. So over time, I want to curate and add things, remove things, move things around or whatever, to really create the space that I really want it to be. But for now, it's functional, it's beautiful, and I love coming up here and spending time. So during the day, I get out, I run my errands, I come home, I catch up on the news, got to do that. And then once I just feel that I just need to just kind of have an escape, this is where I come. And I just relax, like I said, you just have to have a space where you know that this is a space for relaxing. And for me, it works so well. But yeah, and then at the end of the day, I just discovered I've been living in this house for 7 years and did not realize that from this room, I get a beautiful view of the sunset. And so that's a whole new experience for me. I come up here around, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, whatever time, and I can look right out this window, right from the sofa, and see the sun setting. And there's a little bitty pond there. I don't know if you can see that, that's there as well. I can't really see the wildlife in it from here, it's so far away, but it's still nice to know it's there and just to really connect with nature and see all the beautiful things that God has done. And I know that He is in control. My home is not very large at all, but I definitely did not want to have any space in my home that I was no longer using. And that was my whole goal with this room. It's like you're never coming up here, you're never doing anything in it. So fix it so that you can use the space. And so that was my whole goal with this. So I hope that you found this video inspiring or that you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button if you're not currently subscribed. That way you can stay up to date with what I do next over here in this space or another space in my home. I just love doing home decor. And so I always usually have a little project going on over here. That's what we do. And to all my returning family members, thank you so, so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.